Julie. There is a network problem. You do signal bagalik mouse. The Chalpa Tangani just the money. Ziguni Maldemus wanted to down money. Katanste. Sing around magic. Sigraji Puchopa. Oh, I Alexander Riguna. The Lada Surgical could chill the Mutkalim. Them Balkar Zoom and the Oduk. Six Dole, six and Kazuk the Mutukle. So today there was some network problem. I couldn't log in, and now the network is okay. I just reset the router. Anyway, just wanted to show the beautiful landscape of Ladakh from where I live. I've just zoomed in. Let me zoom out. Yeah, that's Leh over there. Oh yeah, Tene. Kani sabu dole sabu. Tene choklam sar. Oh, tene korban spitu ko kyole. Ikane spitu ika transpitu ko kyole. Yeah, Julie. Ja, je pense pas ça. Ils ont pas net pour drinksek. Quel est mieux que tenir router bo. Ils ont reset jospin. Oh, yeah. So Dring is one pole. Sangese school slums be. Tushin asole. Sangese tachijin. Birthday juna diano le sale. Sangesha get to be. Birthday tospo. Tene dring in ole. Sakal de veces paldulla. Tene dring in japua. Sangesha get to pa. School slums be. Jixten yulla. Tene ngada miyula pepsi nongju. Son basang dring Japon atan sa bichos sek marik. Zat goshes po inok. Shumsta kan donin. Nampa inizumste namgun. Tuzgun ngata sha zawo samanok. Nampa chipo matsa ngata mi gyalajik. Merke me nampa ingo samanopale. Mi gyalajik na tene ngata chi jono machona chi senang mazena. O sha ngata mitkamit. Spangoshes po. Kauchen mo inok samargele. Jason is Simpson going in Jay's system. Then a number of Shigining, then a mixal Tuesday. That's a Chishintai Sakaldawi Jacques Sumchu, Rimsla, then a Shumsmani, Matanzawishes Monocle, Holy Month. So today is the birthday of Lord Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, who walked the earth roughly around, I think, more than 2,600 years ago. Yeah. And who was born in the Shakya clan of eastern India, which is now present day in Nepal. He was born in Lumbini. Yeah, well, the rest is history. Mana, Tenekon. Gagara Yula Shaki Yula Skustam Senople, Tezan Dene, Gagara Yul Zajinong, Tandri Toslangata, countries is the Galkap Tosla, Chenmushik Metenopole, Tezan Korang, Gagara Yula Gelpoma Pomo, Korangone, clans is the Korangone Chidichintaji. No, Korangone Yul Chunchun Mampo Gazuruk, but then Sangese, Yul Poketanam, Sangis, then Gelgu Poketana, Shakya Zurupole, then it be Shakya Muniz and Opale, Muniz and Tubas and Tuba, Sage, English and Sage and Opole. Yeah, Jew. Then it's almost comes on Boyuchi Sejawa Yut, then it didn't Gala Locust, Zegane, Buzikik, Lebanon Zurupole, Locust Gamarso this scholar de Yashi. Specific researchers in BBC now Tegunica article Mampochiduk or Guardian now Teguna article tupa. The researchers for some money korang Stondo Samamet Kanchokan in Buzikik, then it locust Zerupole. Youngs and money korang transmit Tunchur Neon to do Yon money Mundi Chan globally. The Buzik Sopo, Stonto Pura Sakan, Lip Metkanchokan. Then it is actually UP Youngs Caplo, UP just the Deneco or that ring delay on Chesino, she's to Pale. Then it delay just the Juju or Gol Cargo. Chooks the borders to Padabuzico Marso Pointed Duke. Oh, yeah, the Mita, you don't know that another medley. In Antachik, the Zushik. 지리친 코로나다 두스만 바주나 당들이 두서들이 규자민다 민다 연습상 되네 부직춘 코로나 바이러스 대성 부직춘 뭐 되네 로커스트 제라 조슬라 대성 부직춘 뭐 되네 민간 바제라 조슬라래 부직춘 나만보 나스탄도 바다 정말 today I think there's going to be a big swarm of locust in New Delhi is going to pass through New Delhi, and I think it is going to come via Uttar Pradesh, the state of Uttar Pradesh. And I was just talking about locusts, I find it quite fascinating actually. It's a force of nature. So I was speaking to some of my relatives and some of my friends, and instead of looking at it negatively, we have to look at it in a way that we have to see how insignificant we are in comparison to the universe, to the entire world. I mean, let alone the universe. Even in the world, against nature, we are nothing, Doesn't matter what our advancements are, what technological advancements we have achieved. We are still nothing against nature. What can we do? The government advisory, guidance, like directions for the locusts that are going to swarm today are to shut your windows, shut your doors, and to stay indoors. That's it. Basically hide, like rats. What can we do? We can't shoo them away, we can't do anything about them. They're a force of nature, and you just realize how impermanent everything is. A few months ago, the world was literally just climbing, this financially, materially, literally just climbing. The same way, the same pattern that we used to follow, it was following that. All of a sudden, there was this outbreak called coronavirus, and then that's it, boom, we're back to square one, hiding in our rooms. My guru, the omniscient, the 12-gallon Rupa, my root guru, he made a very nice joke, which I found very amusing, because in the Chinese horoscope, my animal is rat, so this is my year. I'm now 35 years old, so my age is the rat's age, and in Tibetan is 36, and he was joking that this year is the year of rat, and look, we are all hiding like rats, from coronavirus, from locusts, from heat, from cold, from nature, so you just realize how insignificant we are, how impermanent everything is. Doesn't matter how many bridges we build, doesn't matter how many skyscrapers, how many cities we build, doesn't matter how fast our cars travel, how little fuel it consumes, doesn't matter how fast we run, still we are really nothing compared to nature. And it's a very good reminder. So even the locust swarm that is sweeping through India, I would suggest everyone to look at it not negatively, but look at it, it is our own doing. We have been destroying nature for so many decades, for centuries, since the industrial age. And it's a consequence, right? It's a consequence of all those animals who are roaming our villages, or coming into the towns. All the infestations, even this coronavirus is because of what they call zoonosis, right? Viruses that transform from animals to humans. And how? The animals, I don't think a bat has ever come into our homes and bit us. No, it is the consequence of humans hunting bats in nets, eating pangolins, all these beautiful animals, pangolins, bats, and you could have just left them alone. But no, we are not satisfied just by eating sheep and goats and what all, chickens and all that. We have to eat all this bushmeat, what they call them bushmeat, right? These wild animals. We have to extract the bile of a living bear to make medicine. That's what the Chinese do, right? They have to get the bone or tooth of a tiger to make medicine. They're really so ignorant. This thinking, it doesn't matter whether it's Chinese or Tibetan or Ladakhi or American, whoever thinks like that is very silly, just to prolong our life. And that is also not proven. We kill these animals, in such inhuman ways. And you must have seen videos of dogs being burnt alive, being thrown into pots. I don't know what's going on with humans, And that's a direct consequence. Coronavirus is a direct consequence of human greed. The locust swarm is a direct consequence of human greed. It's a fruition of our collective karma. Oh no, okay, I just forgot. I got carried away in English. Let me just speak briefly in Ladakhi because most of my viewers here are Ladakhi. Songbasang, teni diringi butsi kyongchis poli locust kan bangena mon ziksang ya YouTube kun ziksang. Locust swarms is type josa ka mane jikshi sukirle. Mundik chana mundikle. Mane korang nam khora chosla. Teu chibe sonteno. Teu mata jange migun dugru mazut pasang teni mane korang tutpa tanspa jing tsama mea shakspa jangal tsama mea shakspa korang guni teni rangjini zachi se kharji tsama mea shakste mata changma pura chakte mana butsi korang ya zakane butsi pura kawa teni stontok peka raglesa jangalina korang guni ngazkuzo te tsama metan chuse mata jing tapse kampar sekste Ziksan taksan ngira ngona tsangme lakpa mobile tukpa mirwa migyana gupchu gupke de lakpa mobile tukpa le Ziksan YouTube ka Amazon deforestation is a type chozata YouTube na kuka kazu ko tasa Amazon zakane zambulingi jangal tsangmesa chenmo ata oxygen yongchese izuk chidishin junas chenmojik metan chuyoshkila no chipejana tegatene sponpo bumbu khashik dukse kya peni chipo sampatana kule so sombasan tene mane koram mingan pakashi ke te man tena zoxla jikten mangpo kane kara mingan pa mangpo yutino pale mata penia shit pasan mana penia shit pasan tene jungle pura met kan chuste no o ya tene semshan gun duksa sangma sonte semshan gun zoomste satte zoste no ju tasa corona virus pangchi chuste no sanbi ji mati khampa yongste ngata sotang semano pale mana coronavirus pochi chuste no coronavirus pokhirtena miguran dugru mazot pasang tene kane kara jeli tangste sanbi gun zoomste tene sanbi cheko matsat tene semshan ningjemo demote pangolin zakane semshil demol yongchenle te gun zoomste tene te shazoste no pale koi dirin sapanga ta campaign oste ngata sojik mata beno mana sabili tsora ngati campaign yona hospitala somba te macho no pale tonta met pangata tene koranguni sanguni na sonte zoomste mana ninje metpa 오야 파마인 바 하마고 오 데네 삼바마타 데네 샤민다 민다스 바상 뎀발레 마타 라즈움 디스코르테 노래 라즈움 디스코르테 노파 데네 디링이 딜레 용칸이 이 부틱 소포 로커스 칸 바미테 우주스 파일레 이우르 소포 칠 소포 짬포 노폴레 마타 라이조 칸지기 노래 건조 마타네 두그루 마소 파사 마타 라이테니 지스템 포라 식스탄스 파상 포라 밸런스 포라 메칸 손테 노래 코 독사 მეტ 파상 타코 자규 살테 노래 하고 독사 살테 노 자규 살테 노래 자사난 독사 참마 마타 메칸 조스테 노파 마타라 인나 콜라피아 마타라 인나 가리피아 마타라 인나 자치 tum치세피아 마타라 인나 메이크업 조치스나 마타라 인나 플라스틱이피아 소알레 송바상 때우치 참에 독사만 보고 싶어 각질 먹는 거야 이우치 그냥 가시기 다 부츠를 쏙 보는 지 부츠를 쏙 보는 거다양 미 가시기 자는 거래 두디 없으나 페즈를 만원래 소소랑을 라스 마탄 참매 미를 라스만 빠쳐가는 저스테 미 참매 때네 라스만 빠참 좁가는 저스테 콜렉티브 카르마 마나 마탄 참매 때네 라스만 빠오 좁가는 저스테 참만을 동안 용서는 거야 하고 송바상 이와 때주 왔다고서는 오주스테냐래 스티가 사방낸 것은 없을래 mana stokpoino stachi chugichido chammekia government teacher dring o dile kana sama juju rugo karkon tik chuse dugze chishmani childa gari chamji ta poshulnyana karot chamji saknyanatna mana mak chamji chinmu yutna tank na top na jahaz na mani chi lam takpu chi yutna kuchi banle chang panche mekia buzu buyayo bas campaign ko asabili sosa tik chuse dugchmani mekiarle coronavirus kana migi mi tongchise buzu yoachina ziksanta miguni jikste 율파나 율페 야페스 쇼스테 노클레 결혼 주셨바 결혼 사고바 결혼 평바 결혼 장스카바 결혼 누브라바스테 다카니카라 필도알레 치파나바 야페스미도 필도알레 송바데 데즈마 노콜레 짱 주기메 켜레 마타라 라스 둠데스 코르테 노클레 마타라 두그루메 방아타라 테니카니카라 민다 할레 셈샤나 낙스탄바 셈샤낭 유숙선 할래 다 유스콜라 잡히 주고시 각찬도 빨래 이유 마다 찌송때 놓으셔야지 이유 몰라 못둘래 이유 나닝로 로직나 패칭한라 다 영화라 스토일라 마셔나고네 주다 주스트 유도 몰타 유도 칼롭살티 유도테 마랑 무슨 두칸이 쳐르잖아 마랑 무슨 두 만만에 삼바트 유트빈테 무슨 두 막간에 쳐르잖아 이스콜라 단단냠포 오 드무스강고는 보시스군두네 나닝 로상안에 로 나닝 로상안에 로 오야 인기스톤 다싱세 알제 차라를 건조 컴페나 독스 인기스톤 조베로 인티교 데네 이 참밋 롭자 CBS 조람사를 참밋 롭자 대선에 데네 즉시 펑션지 숙스발레 so oya tamang puje tukis metro snow leopard conservancy is the koramone function ji tsukan jus bayale tekatene jung kyangurun bushi matai o chesang jung kyangurun bushi skapsun chitene kong teka is skundrun so in pinle teni teka yanchik guest of honors sengang yitpin tezane teni si surpa teni jingya de jing tongsemen kan hale o jingshik jono pa 마탄다 제임스 업 공주스 pinele tenite zani jungkyong bushi tantan yapalde mo nyampu만에 거랑 보스카데나 몰라락다 나타 라라스카 잡이잡이 셰스테 몰라락할래 나 보스카 셰스파선 뿌라 하고 테네 콩테 몰라락바 taksayi ngata i notpa yongches na ngata jik zambulingi nangkoga i naks tongches pu chipya nokzana i stendel zikan ngata hamago jaste no kuzano la stendel so stendel chi stendel juna iu tene chos na nyampo dilwa shigete no mona nakpale chos na nyampo dilwa kazu ekya ta kashigi dangde rezera nokpa chi chokan juste no ta chi tagun sonte chi kimsa tukan juru tene jomogun chonsatgun sonte jomote zego samanokte ta miguni khane zerta nokpale zunmagun sonte chonsatgun sonte chi kimsa tukan juru chi sekashul kan juru chi mane koran green zeste chi mane koran palanji zeste koran kimsa kan juru chi chosna zaru pale chos ba ma jo dungdung ba ma ta zaru pale 이 초스나 스톤테노 대자는 디무스 강고는 보시 마타라이 둘라테네 상기스 출라 결과진이 부족스 결혼 주파 쪽스 때쪽 상기스테네 다른 죽스게 디무 강고는 보시테네 몰라라 빨래 코멘테 몰라라 테니 이 마타이 초스나냐 보들바 독시스 강고라 들바 가지고 있겨주나 진헛 긴직테나 나스투게 셈션 저간 스템젤은 들로 겪고나 봐야래 당마랑 만만에 삼바제 유빈다 단단직만에 맺빈다 단단 보더니 경우를 보시 단단 좋아졌어 버려. 근데 경우를 보시 때문에 알아. 다스페잖아. 마다 진헛 긴직된 잠깐 뭐 인정불인 보이노 그저라 그랬어. 스페셜한 디스테 용천 이나 경우를 보시 걸 뭔데 못 살아라. 근데 진헛 긴직된 잠깐 뭐 이지 이장마 이추 근데 다사 이 지지 거랑 싸이 상만 중화지 되는 마다 이 마다 노트스 보카카나 마다 누가 때웠더니 진헛 긴직된 거리 쪽스 보이노 뭐라 해야래. 근데 나무 숫기 셈신제나 tena koyot kane semshan gun matang ino zerahne ta kaltes matang chi not kin jikten zekan bon not paskalin duin shigin duin semshan guna not paskalin jiguna not paskalin chugun mata ganda chuen saguna mata kimsa pound duin mana tenete no chespo mata not teno chezano kore ganda yuna kore gandena ko chalukna tene mata cha tungstang tene ko kale mishan maji tsiru tungsteno kore na ko chapsang zoshi yudna machu ganda yuna rulba zoshi yudna te mata tungsteno pale 노ponga tan note nopa tel demo nyambara pa yale tenna sonte noble coronavirus mo tenna jese sonte noble dugru met pasam ta jamais chaz chespa matsims basha za chespa matsims chasha za chespa matsims simba matsims do pa makam mana ta butsikisha lobster crab shrimp e tsama butsik chunchun kona zoste do pa makam ta kibilang za ches gutsuks mana 미망포 지율망포 지가 키빌랑 사실 고츠스 심션을 데모마타 키빌라 미냥포 두칸한테 낭미초스 심션 거나 사실 고츠스 민간 바카시기 두파 비디오다 게미 인도카니 나치 캬파 캬파 메르헬 두파 망경아 타네 지기 줘봐고네 자트리 빨리 데네 참비고는 사실 고츠스 나글래 또 참비잖아 고치 코랑 드린 삭바지 뭐 참비 통시상이나 몰라 통마시스 빨리 많아 산비 코만에 코랑 정글에 놓고 두고는 곧 짝부근에 놓고 두고는 그래 제가 문디교차 드니 이쪽 룸파에 차셔 두고는 그래 아담만에 드린 잡고 산비만 통미시슬래 대주기 샤젠도스는 그래 드니 뱅골인 제간부터 칸에 미안한 거 같이 처럼 맞으려 했길래 대스미션 데몽ችን 삐삐 코랑 우스포 데몽ችን 데뭐 데모 정ችን 나 콘셉트 제닝지 뭐 정ችን 코 미용나 코 직스티 코르코르치스 독신 볼로스를 직선 유튜브가 뱅골인 시스템 대위샤스스는 그래 तातेगुने सुस्पिन कोते नि बुचिक मिन्दा मिन्दा के कोराङ न नदा मेक्या माता नाते नि दुरु मसु पते शाजुस पसं लाज गुन्डस माता कोते नले kanikara jungle pura chatpasang jungle in ko kaneteni chidishim khorang iwa izuksan pale food chain zano food chain so chodme jaste butsik chodma butsik zano te butsik chinme zano te butsik chibagone zano khoranji khorwa khorlo chokshong chinle te khorlo ngata chaksenole hago te khorlo ngata chaksenole tene butsikuna zagyu moto pasang kanikara khaji sala sontenole tene lokas kan badasa dile yon kan bo tene vjase on English language used on here. So I was just explaining, from a Buddhist point of view, how this is relevant to us. These swarms of locusts, the coronavirus. 1.5 years ago in Ladakh, I remember very clearly when His Holiness Jigum Chesang Rinpoche, the lineage holder of the Jigum lineage, such a great Lama, and Jigum Chesang Rinpoche, when he came to Ladakh, there was a seminar in one of the big universities in Ladakh, Buddhist universities. And I was there. He was the guest of honor. He was the chief guest. I was just a guest of honor. And at that time, he gave such a beautiful speech. It was so relevant. It was almost like, I think, 15 to 20 minute speech. He spoke in Tibetan. He mixed with some Ladakhi. And he has a very nice sense of humor. And personally, my root guru is Gyalong Drukpa Rinpoche. But I have lots of other, other gurus, from whom I received what we call them Yalagi Lama, like branch gurus, like the root, the trunk is Gyalong Drukpa. But then I have lots of teachers from whom I've received empowerments and teachings. And Jigum Kyamgun Rinpoche is one of my favorite, because he's so simple, so down to earth. You see his pictures, he's never in luxury. He is always wearing something so simple. A simple sweater, a simple hat. He's carrying his own bag. He's so simple. A real Bodhisattva. I have such great admiration for Jigum Kyamgun Rinpoche. Anyway, so he was there and I really, really admire him. I was so happy to see him. I've met him a few times. I've received his empowerments, especially POA, the transference of consciousness empowerment in Tsopedma, But then it was such a great pleasure to meet him personally, and to attend a seminar and to spend like 1.5 hours together with him, to share a cup of tea with him. And then that year, I think it was in 2018, I met him 2-3 times. Once here in Choklamsar, in Leh, and once in Domkar, and there was another seminar. Anyway, so His Holiness was giving a very nice teaching. We were talking about the environment, and His Holiness taught us how the, destruction of the environment is directly related to our own misery, how it is our own doing. So, because nowadays, with the modern lamas, with the modern holiness, with the modern teachers, because they're educated in a modern way, they have a very good balance. The previous masters were also great, but their time was different, There was not much destruction of nature in their times. So they didn't have to, explore those avenues of knowledge. But these days, our holiness, like Gyalong Drukpa Rinpoche and Holiness Dalai Lama and Jigum Chesang Rinpoche, they have such great wisdom, and then they bring all these like beautiful teachings. They connect all these modern teachings as well as the traditional teachings, and then they teach us. And he was teaching us how, looking after the environment, how living in harmony with animals, how living in harmony with nature is relevant to Buddhism, because there have been a few criticisms, not much, but a few I've heard personally, when the monks and the nuns, with their gurus, when they would venture out of their temples and monasteries, and when they would initiate, a cleaning drive, drive to clean a whole village, to get rid of all the garbages and everything, and to teach people and to remind people not to throw garbages, to look after the nature, And some people would say like, oh, what are these monks doing? What are these Rinpoches doing? Why aren't they in the caves? Why aren't they just doing, we call them dung dung, this puja, beating the drum, dung 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 dung. Why aren't they doing dung dung? Yeah, why aren't they doing chem chem chem, tiling tiling kalang kalang, Why are they going out and picking up garbage? That's not their job. Some people who have big mouth, not much knowledge, like empty pots, they would say like that. And those people, they don't know how relevant it is to Buddhism, to the Buddhist teachings, to look after the environment. And this was exactly what Gelong, His Holiness or Drikung Chesang Rinpoche was explaining 1.5 years ago. And then he explained, in the Buddhist teachings, there is written very clearly that there's mentioning of the outer vessel world, the outer world, which is like a vessel, and the inner world, and the inner content, which are the animals, which are sentient beings. So basically, the mountains, the land, the water, the forest, everything is like a vessel, it's like a cup, And those who inhabit that vessel are the animals like us. And we are codependent on each other. Tindil, we are codependent. We are not independent of each other. We are codependent on each other. Yeah, we have to depend on each other. We must depend. So Holiness was saying, like, if you destroy nature, if you dirty the soil, if you dirty the water, if you pollute the water, the air, and so on, right? If the world is heated because of global warming, if the 4 elements are out of balance, if you contribute to that, it directly affects us. Because where do we plant our food? Most of the food we plant are in the soil. So if the soil, is so polluted that you can't, because of plastic, because of chemicals, because of, I don't know, all kinds of rubbish that we throw. If the soil is not arable, I think that's the word, arable, right? Arable. Yeah? Then it directly affects us. If the water is dirty, so dirty that we can't irrigate our fields, we can't use it to, grow our crops, it affects us. If the sun is too hot that all the plants wilt and die and, they become dried and catch fire like in Australia and America, it directly affects us. So in the same way, if there's like big currents of wind because of the change of currents in the world, the change of temperature, yeah, because the warm air rises and the cold air, takes its place. There's a big change of circulation of air. The whole weather system changes. So where there used to be snow, there will be rain. Where there used to be rain, there will be drought. Anyway, so His Holiness was explaining very nicely, And today I'm just in that mood, environmental mood, Lord Buddha's birthday. So I just, thought like, how can we not destroy nature? How can we, see everything clearly, what's happening to us? Coronavirus, why did the coronavirus come? I mean, I've never seen a bat in my life. I don't go into the caves to look for bats, to kiss the bats, to eat the bats, right? I never had a bat visit my room, and bite me. I never even saw a pangolin in my life. I've only seen pangolins in pictures and videos. But no, there are some people, nice people, No, there are some evil people who eat these beautiful animals. Why? They don't need them. They don't need protein. Just because they say, I can eat whatever I want. Well, what if I eat you or your children? How would you feel? Oh, that you can't eat. Why? Because humans, we make the rules. But just because we have the right to make the rules doesn't mean that it's right universally. Anyway, so it's our own doing. The locust swarm that is going to hit Delhi. I don't know if it's already hitting right now because I'm not checking the news. That's our own doing. The great heat, the heat wave that's sweeping through India because of Cyclone Amphan. Cyclone Amphan sucked all the moisture out of the environment. That is why there's a big vacuum and it's so hot. There is no moisture, there is no coolness, and it's so dry and it's so hot. We have Churu in Rajasthan, 50 degrees centigrade, Celsius. I think an egg will boil. I think I will definitely boil. Delhi 47.5. What is the difference between 47.5 and 50? Not much. I don't care. All our doing. Right? And then we make it even worse by switching on more air conditionings, full power, by driving more cars with full power air conditioning. That releases more greenhouse gases. It's like a downward spiral, right? So what to do? Honestly, not much. We all have to take individual responsibilities. For example, I myself, my guru, Gelong Drupal Rinpoche, my root guru, he always teaches about not being cruel to animals, to give up meat, to become a vegetarian, and at the same time he's very environmental conscious, right? And in the past he used to give these great big empowerments, like Wang Lung empowerments and oral transmission. Skundun gelong juparin bushi no pale. Then kong ka ta dangdi so ka soche shopochi dukjuna shamaza simshela no pa mashkel. Then koryuk sama bor zichis pa dangdi ta kong ka ta soche shop inangis du pale. Shmondo ton ni mola miruk. Ana jia sonte sama tuk ni mola miruk. Tawachos jumochos ni mola miruk pale. He doesn't, in the past he used to give great teachings, but now he says, everything is irrelevant if you can't become good human beings. First, stop being an A dot E, that word, yeah. Stop being an a-hole and then start being a good human being. Then you can think of becoming a good Buddhist. Then you can do meditation. Then you can do wandro. Then you can do rituals. Then you can receive empowerments. If you don't follow the basic principles of Buddhism, if you don't have that, morality, then what is the point? Then you can't. Then you are hollow. That is his teachings. So anyway, because of that, I've stopped using plastic at all. I mean, single-use plastic, that was his order, not to use single-use plastic. So sometimes when I have to give some blessing pills, to some people who come here, mindup, it's quite difficult because I don't use the small plastic pouches. They're quite convenient, but also they're a nuisance, because people eat the blessing and then they throw the wrapper. So what I do, I take envelopes where you send letters. I put my blessings in envelope. I roll it, tie it with a string and then give it to people. That's how I practice my teachers' teachings. And I stopped drinking. This is my bottle. Yeah, since 1 year I've been using this bottle. And just fill up the water from the spring. That's it, done. Boom. Yeah, no need to use mineral water, It's called mineral water. I don't think that's mineral water. I think that's rubber water, plastic water. And I think that's important, to listen to your gurus, to live in harmony with nature, right? To contribute, to do your best and to raise awareness to other people. Me being a Rinpoche and, I have a title, doesn't mean much, honestly, because I'm a nobody. But the thing is, like, in Ladakhi society, right? People look up to me a little bit, and then I have this position where I can reach people. So I do my best to encourage people to be environmental. For example, last time when I went to this village, it was quite polluted. There were so many wrappers of snacks and candies, and then they were all clamoring together because I was about to give a long life empowerment of the guy who was sitting behind me, Avalokiteshvara. Yeah, so they were all clamoring and they were all running after me. But the whole place was so dirty. I didn't even feel like chanting a mantra, let alone give an empowerment. And I thought, like, if they can't even keep the place clean, how can they keep their mind clean, So anyway, so what I did was, like, I didn't tell anyone to pick up the wrappers. I picked it up myself. I picked up one wrapper. It was quite dirty. I picked up two, and then people, Rinpoche is picking up all the wrappers, all the dirty, wrappers of snacks that we threw, all the water bottles. I was picking them up. I didn't say anything to anyone. And just because I picked them up, everybody started picking all them up, And they were like, why are you picking them up? I said, you didn't pick up, so I have to pick it up, right? If you guys picked up, if it was clean, I wouldn't pick it up. But I have to pick it up because I have the command of my teacher, yeah? And it's also, according to Buddhist ethics, I have to pick it up because I care about the environment, So I picked up, and then all the people, they picked it up. That's it. I didn't say a single word. I just picked up, Maggie, chips, kurkure, and then some chewing gum, some candies, and then people, literally in 5 minutes, the whole place was clean. Then I gave teachings. So, yeah, you have to do your own part. Let me just speak briefly in Ladakhi. I think I got carried away with English. Tenete was pele. Tatasa chik mata tsawela magunina dangdiria ziksang ta chik. Anma kata mikashi ziruk pale chik ta chi. O ta wang ta miru, ta lung ta miru. O ta kalop sala miru, ta chi choste no. Ta mane kimsa nantene mane kona izuri moshkyan ka shamaza tene moshkyan mol deduk pale. Teo hama goy no samana gele chipe juna. Tuksam ji salang le. Semshela not pas kalin jingna. Kore kane biang yodin jingna churkan sema pan bale. Semshela not pas challenging now. You'll stand pas shaking now. yul jiksen bo shiginjina terang chi mane padme ho kampa sonse shazachis sezan tuzanga mirsichis mana oya tezuk shone changpana monokpa Korea ganda chochis semshan tsangma nochis Korea ganda choka nejeste ngata anoteno semshan anoteno jiksen lupo noteno pale 저희나 먹는 때 못 되는 거 김사마 방 고육 상마 볼 심신 그런 인제 이제 알레 또 마탄지 막단 주스 포션테 주스는 그래 되네 때가 또 왕롱 당체 참아도 제 송도 당체 되네 리아 차나 되네 파는 거 볼래 망부지 자리미로 오직 아발이 주스파 옅바 아말레 주스파 옅바 할래 주스 망부초를 때 미만은 안 빠도 선jan도 할래 심바 모들 간지도 다들 저스톤 딱거나 신보거라 하마고 봐상 여기 막단 거랑 결함에 봐상 되네 상고 뉴지타는 더랑 제겔테 놓래 필러 마탕한 줬라 세리에스만 당세 필러 마탕한 줬라 방비 강파 속시노 빨리 양스페 강파가다 차그라스미로 차그라스 감 속시노 그래 하고 차그라스 감 속시노 티비 몰테 놓래 주주 담디랑 단테는 세벨라 마타 마라라 세벨라 그런 두퍼는 보지 소시나 같이 살도 그래 샤마자 몰레미라 로중 말하는데 이스톤 중기술로 나이들어 힘에서 참려나 이스톤 중기술로 군주전에 힘에서 참려나 디시진주 조선에 자벨라메테 칼로마이들어 그랬더럼 가다 쪽시슬 뿌려 걸페드 나싱이 나빠요들 대전에 군대는 몰라라 할래 결혼 상마 테러리스트인 몰라라 갔다래 아담와딘 몰라라 그래 결혼 상마만 샤자간 상마 아담와딘 몰라라 그래 스탄식인 몰라라 그래 덴바 자비 툭 토시 틱툭 대전 갔다 몰라라 그래 아땅 어디서는 미사칸 스탄파시칸 율시칸이 놓벌레 따때나 쪽스물때 놓래 이 놓바 마타 미스탄식 용스테 마테 율보 메칸 초스테 놓래 마타 셈샨군이 율보 메칸 초스테 놓벌레 또 못테 놓래 다 콩아테서 닌지였테 놓기 소르테 놓 셈샨군이 참지 동말 독색한 거 소르테 놓래 마타 박스파투모 겐제 박스파소 손들 람포체 박스파소 톡모 손테 놓래 틱스킨 제레메라 마타 파타마차 놓래 참지 죽나 다룩 샤젠 창투인 증모탄 타막투인 할레 때문에 빨리 근데 또 못하나 되니 나는 로양 때문에 그래 힘이세 군주자니 나는 자일면 때문에 미르게 워슈 있는데 되니 고메 도지도 몰라 그래 미르게 워슈즈나 아탄테니 남파인 카네자스테 상게시치 못해도 딕파짱 메자시 못미로 되니 딕파 마초즈 카네 미르게 워슈 다 촉촉촉촉 소시마다 루스타나 미르게 워슈 소시였다는 그래 또 루스키 고니 숨 마키 고니 지 셈기군이 숨 이렇게 되면서 잘해 루스기 숨 마키 지니 숨지 마키 지 셈이 숨 소알레 이거 밀기 버추잖아 그래 이거 좀 되게 자 루스기다 고메도 지도 뭐라고네 선바당 치스는 봐 쇼차파 고메도 매선 득점 송바상 상에서 각층로 송바상 스톤바 좀 된데서 되는 고메가 볼 때는 뭐라고네 쇼차파 딱 맞다라 했으면 진짜 맞췄나 마티 자스테 셈션지기 징바 찾대는 빨리 뭐나 마티 자스테 셈션지기 박스파 슈스테는 빨리 마티 자스테 셈션지기 때니 직 로아 침바 칼마 상마데니 상스페타 마켓 투스테 오 하티가 땅스 버테는 빠 되니 마탕지 고리 급간지세 카레 급간지세 마똥나모 니 상태 격사 샤킬로 숨지고 쿨때 많아 뭐조치세피아 타박 마수치세피아 오야 단두리 지간 조치세피아 격사 손데 콩스는 빨리 뭐나 내가 티비 켜서는 빨리 아티 베스임전 거를 쇼크쳤던 놈에 마나 송바산 때문에 고메가다 샤자치 그런 것도 남페 다이즈기네레 다양 시스콜로 망푸지 제도파 남파네 샤자고서는 팔란지 쪽고서는 역산지 쪽고서는 스톤바샤게투 바테니 얼마 수 클로모롱아 펩전에 가지상아 펩전이 대전이 찌탕나 자고서는 제도파레 소 다테소서 상게 소시 다좀바 소시 였나 마타나 자벨라마 소시 였나 코미치 슈무 돈나 심šan나 판치시면 자스메케르레 대우 마타 덴고서만 하고 마타는 콩파는 뭐 프락션 먹겠래 콩 갈때 셈션지 샤자나 때 셈션 뭘 대화치니 진카마스케 고서 때 마타 니시스고 고서는 그래 콩아 주고추치 뭐 디파친 뭐 그래 개화지는 거 있어도 개롱도 빼주서도 지금 캠본에서 도파 사스케 콩에서 도파 때서 뭐 저거서만 그래 콩 마타서 뭐 투무지가 있겠래 하고 마타 안 그래 하고네 오야 송바상 마타 랍자 살때 그래 콩이 샤킬로 게 돈나 심션도 판치시면 노체 자스메케 때 마타 로컬 부여도 고서는 하고 단디레타 데모크라시 알레 데모크라시 망소 지세나 초노 스파상테네 WhatsApp 페이스북나 테가테네 마니민다 민다제르달레 테네 크이주루파 이스군든 비주루파 아스군든 비주루파 나지제 미주 나자즈도 코란지루파 알레 샤인 카스파고니 민다제르미로 tatpazena anargat meke yontanzena anargat meke khazena mani koran hali oya 다자도 보통 뭐 미즈랄레 대속시 뭐 빨리 니 이런 랍자지 주스틴 하나 선바 조신 발레 되네 다른 양측이 지금 주셨던 다르게 좀 많이 모션이나 šan지 songs pasale 뉴럴가 danse passant des expériences 또 정말 되어주냐 숨도 나타 오 되어주고 싶래 되네 다 당니 다 시스콜라 망포지 단들이 가시게 저로 다 지금 보트는 스즈르도 샤자 초모노즈데 되네 오 랑커 셰익스피어도 저건 스페셜 용전네 상계세 강규르는 거가 도데 랑커 셰익스피어도 랑카 와타라 수트라 자노클레 대전에 상계셔게도 봐 랑카 저건 실랑카 뵙스케플레 되는 거가 때네 올리우 둔 루파 이너지가 빠니지긴 때나 때네 상계세 샤마자베 리우즈가 용전래 소 당이라고는 즉싱세 때우더니 이 장마 때우니 때네 보티나 잉글리시 니스케나 다 자틱 주세 자버트들레 소 다 토리징 일데 모 주세 릭스데 인스타그램에 그니 보티나 버차신 때네 지리진 잉글리시나 공부차신 샤자간 보탁 주데 상게세 이소 그 자미죠 제가 일데 모 주세 버쳤다 토리스페라노야 야줄레 so sorry I got a bit 지리진 but those who are diagnosed with vitamin B12 deficiency vitamin B12 deficiency में कौन चीज़ पे टूल्स आना दिखते नो चुरपे आना दिखते नो मत ताइस पेरा में तां है जो vitamin B12 नाते खर्चिस कोलस पेरा में तां दे जाने पेरा मापो संसार नि पोस गन मा गुन सिलम है मैं बच्चे लो हदम बादम बस सुनो यू रिंचन नोरबुलो ओया नेशन नोरबुलो नि पोस नि पा गुन सिक्स जात तेनो को नि फलांजी दिसत है सिलते सर्चेस में नो या जो ता तेन चुंजु पोस पे गजेत so I'm sorry I got a bit carried away today because today is a very important day and I wanted to just speak my mind a little bit. Sometimes it happens, these are like what spontaneous thoughts that occur in my mind and just blabber. Okay, tene shuloka nyusangapa. Tayu tsapik tayu dering shuloka nispo tsapik confusing it but doing mampuji jugushi smet. Shuloka nyusangapa. Nipa chinge tamchina dipa napa naso pa tegun chinji toble song rang yo pa mai no lo. Tene chi nipa chinge tamchina dipa napa naso pa tene ngata dikpa sakane jaste mano dikpa sakane jaste tene nyespa ngata chik dunghal mano le. O tene ngata dunghal chi yudu te changma. nyespa chi ngata chungna ngata chi dungal chungna ngata chi chik skitpo metkan chi dungal bo chungna nyespa chinge tamche dang nyespa chamjugene te changma dikpa namba na sopa tene dikpa tene shokchot pa majim balem pa misamborchot pa la sopa tene dikpa chamjuged nang tekun shken gi tople chung te changma chuna yongste mano gimsan metpa yongste mano hale so te changma tene ko gimsan ji yote no ko chik chide jin kora shkenze kan jaste yonse no so ngatang yot kan jaste yonse no so le shkewang ma ngatang dikpa sakan jaste yonse no to ko chik shken mangpo ji zomse no le agwa te kon shken gi toble chung te changma gimsan ji shken ji yote no te we jaste yonse no zste no agwa le shro yong ches pon shken ji jaste yonse no tene chide jin kora 다상타 동날 용치스 마시킨 기자스티 용세 노즈 장와 요파마이 노테 상와 장와 메테노클레 मतलब 쇼베테 마네 사마마노키 가 발가름 부치 삼베나 고송스테 잘미고나 야쇼건 섬치세 또 사마케르레 하고마고 오야 때문에 가 테니직 노몰리지베다 노몰레테네 디스키틀리 노노 도르질레세 답페나 고송테 코아니 동말직스탄인 제체테조 장와만 메캬사노클레 하고 스켄 망포 좀카니 컨디션 망포 좀카니 자스테 테네 가타 동하는 용스테노 딕파초스테노 스테노 소알레 stanza number 24 다 요즘 계속 신호잖아 툴츠 건속 신호 버려 툴츠지서 툴 적동산을 발에 야 되네 툴츠는 그도 좋아 다 추지고 산을래 요네 메지 당고산 요 정서 캔지는 뭐지 갈로비진 방안 맛이 정서 캔지는 뭐지 야 되네 요네 메지고 산을래 fire element 되네 노지고 산을래 소 추즘사지 되네 거 추지고 산을래 되네 툴 부르고 산을래 되어 땅스 버나 그 이스켄 상마 좀나 메 zambu chu 되는 툴 소산을 벌래 so 이상 맛있겠잖아 레스켄 conditions 하고 그런 직 정말 일단 집 베이저스테 코시스켄테 마마포지 좀스데 니요는 벌래 또 주스는 야 in English stanza number 25 all offenses and vices of various kinds whether it is our suffering which is a result of negative actions and negative emotions, or whether it is negative actions and emotions itself, all offenses and vices of various kinds arise under the influence of conditions. They don't have any independent nature. They don't have independent thinking. For example, anger does not arise independently, thinking that, oh, I will enter this person's head and I will destroy someone. I will arouse anger and destroy his surrounding. No. Anger also arises because of various conditions, and they don't have an independent nature, and they don't have independent, how can I say, intention. In the same way, like we suffer from sufferings also has various criteria, conditions. For example, if you suffer from finger pain because you were nailing, you were hammering something, what, you didn't need a nail. Yeah, if there was no nail, why would you hammer? Right? Then you have a hammer. That's a condition. The nail is a condition. Your finger is a condition. Your arm going back and forth is a condition. Boom, 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 boom. Ah ha ha. That's, so there's not like the hammer doesn't think like, oh, I'm going to break his head. I'm going to break his finger. No, that's what it means. They all arise out of conditions, and they don't have independent intention, to harm us. Stanza number 26. Tene shuloka ngisarupa shkenam tsokpa teda kyang shkepar saji semba me lo tene I ngata dasa spejang na shken gun ngata dungal yong chise shken tsangma oye das spejang dasa ngi kan example tangsmen ba nyana ngone kalte zuguje zumu yong atna tene chik ziru tangzane lakpa pokani jaste tene thoa tangkani jaste zugo zumu yong atna tene shken mampo jumse no pale tewa thoa ji gosano tewa shken chikino zuguji gosano hala zugu chikchi zugu nis ko sato ziru zumche se zugu nis ko sato pale te onshken chikino tene ziru horang go sanokle so tene tega taktaji go sanokta ji shingwing chi tongshi mana chonla tene ha thoa tangaji me kya pale thoa koran chonla parte ezukshik chidi chen koran dungi dungi me kya pale I tsama zumka ne jaste tene dung shkela pak zan la pa poktanole gari ji accident son testing dungal mampu yono mi tong sanno oya tene zukspa no dano mana mata kampala pa chano mana hospital lebano oya tezane tene shken mampu yakpale gari na zam shken mampu dole steering te tsama shken no pa gear wir condition no pale tene susu yote no susu awa chakan tene stikpe ka pokan anjmana gari jermani butukan shken tsame te shken tsama shken nam tsospa te dakyang zirul 동전에 락배가 다 지르게 챔버 팀에 유책라래다 zirul 동전에 락배지 포아지나 동al 용한지나 하나 때왕 때니 시켄 말포 좀 시켄 남 속바대다경 때 동al 용간에 때 시켄 말포 지루 토와 때 상마 대다경 시켄 파사시 셈바메 나 이죽주스 조민 지루는 토왕이스가 토령하다스가 조민 해제 삼바 메캬리 하와 조민이스가 안타프 주스 토령하다스가 주스는 지루 조민 해제 셈바 메캬리 시켄 파사시 셈바메 마탄 상마 조민 마탄 상마 코 zumotan 셈바메 지스노케 데시케 대안 다시케치 셈바 요파 마이노 테니 테베시케카니 다스페저나 시켄 상마 좀카네 저스테 동말 용칸 봉 테 셈바 메캬리 키 나 동말직 나 콩문이 저스테 나 시켄제테 동말 봉아 용치마나 나 용은 삼치신 메캬리 다유 마tlab tontak po justana ko chang samba metpa towa khoran samba meteno mingna macho no ozisteno gele tene dungal bon samba mekyak zugu yonkane dungal bon samba mekyak hale kingang zugino ko gashten zigampo ma dungal bo yong samche samba mekyak ne hoshten mampo zumkane jaste ko rangjini yong sonte no ozisteno mane khoran mingna izu juste yong se no ozisteno mano hele an assemblage of conditions does not have the intention. So, for example, when you hammer something and then you injure your finger, when you have suffering by hitting your finger, your thumb, that's an assemblage of conditions. They don't have the intention. The hammer does not have the intention. The hammer does not discuss with the nail. The nail does not discuss with the plywood. And the thumb does not discuss with the index finger that we're going to hold the thumb and the count of 1, 2, third one, we're going to hurt the index finger. They don't have that intention, right? I shall produce. They don't have the intention to think I shall produce. Nor does that which is produced. What is produced by hitting your hammer on the index finger? What is produced is suffering. Suffering also does not have an intention thinking like I shall be produced, right? Suffering does not, discuss with hammer and the nail, thinking like, oh, you guys do that and I'm going to be produced, right? No. All these conditions, they have no independent intention to create suffering, right? Oh, yeah. Now Now number 27 and 28 news tab gun tab kyat pingis ka tayang topic zabmo chokshi no khale ta is calling imam pujin mi du chezan you sharab li no kuga salpo juste kya teni you ongita choksho jing juste antimira tayu yang chirul mustekbe motek tangchin banang soale kongni teni chirul mustekbe stawa gonika molte nole so shiza 강도 당 다시 다 카임바 딩이 딩이 다는 중사지 최대 삼신 중앙 매자노래 다스 페자는 무스틱바 가시게 자노트니 소즈까지 연자노래 다그즈까지 연자노래 다스 페자는 안마 네 테니 이수식 바건즈까지 연고 수장 맞춰간지 마나 수장 맞춰간지 이네 연간지 코미스탁바 마노 스탁바인간지 그에 상마존오세 간지 대상마 시스템은 대중만 단데는 박원 절간 소요미라 대중을 삼박원 시스템은 그래 되네 닥즈나 되네 안마 네 되네 주 닥즈가 정하다는 거 아트마즈가 용친 되네 그 수정 맞죠노 수정코 몇간 차치스 몇가즈가 저 대소스 할래 조시사 강대당 조시 절간에 되네 무스테파테 조두칸 닥제 답아 카임바 되네 닥윗간 되네 대소스 지 도칸 였나 대소스 무스테파고니 되네 다는 중세 치도 삼신 중만 매자는 할래 대군에 삼바 몇가즈나 ki nga ezukshos yon zegan bata yu tsapik yu maskola mampo jingi jin midu juna mampo tus mampo goro khale yu stigma mata sherab liuzen el demo chuse hago chinya ta yu mata filaljik borsan yu tsapik gonyong poyong chile shad na mampo shad go sanokle hale so zegan buchi in tene da zegan buchi in ta yu tumta gonis kola tsapik shad go sano ya ju to stanza number 27 that which is regarded as the primal substance and that which is constituted as the self do not origin thinking I shall come into being. Basically, these are explained better in Shantideva's 9th chapter of Wisdom. He's talking about some of the Hindu, or what do you call it, Hindu school of thoughts, right? Not Hinduism in general, but they are different school of thoughts. So in ancient India, they were quite, I guess, prominent. So I think it was called, I forgot the name, Naika or something, Anyway, so they believe in something that is, what do you call it, primal substance, and they believe that it is not created, the primal substance, like a God idea. It is not created. It is permanent, not impermanent, right? And it can do whatever it wants, So anyway, and also there's like some other school of thoughts which believe in a self or like a soul, which is again independent, originating, which is not impermanent, which is permanent. So anyway, it is something that can be covered better in the wisdom chapters, because if we discuss about this now, it will, take a long time, and I have to introduce all these concepts first for everyone to understand. But basically, that which is regarded as a primal substance and that which is construed as a self do not originate thinking I shall come into being. So they don't have this thinking. Anyway, you can continue with it to the next stanza. It will make more sense. Yula takdo ingurpa ngapal ngurwang maino tadasar zoonang tene dak zakanbo tene mustik pe zakanbo tazano pale common chidichinta chidichin yudul kyazano so yudul kyazano stakpa inzano le marshkis pa inzano le manish kyawa mane matan zano marshkis pa inna tene ko mekanji gurgus pale shkese mena mekanji onguspa spejana dasanta chidichin kurang mosham ki puzano pa spejana ko mampo yongchen mosham ki puzana tene pomo khashigi ta spejana tugu manashkin jemetino pa hale ote zoshizano pa mosham ki puzana tene pomo tugushki mengan shke pomo kawa tene tugushki yenchesmet te puza zoshizano le te puza me yongshismano pale sombasam iwantena zoshino ko shkechesmet pasam ko metkanson mana Oja, spejana pomoći na koš, mane koran čuške šičes medna, te ko mane koran čuške šičes med pasan ko metkan son bale. Marške spani te medna. Marške pasan ko metkan son te nogle. Tasa çoğu zegan bona, dag zegan bon. Kumane marške spa inan yot zano bale. Marške spa ina metkan gürgos. Marške spa ina yotkan kazu gürin zeste nogle. Tese şkevan dupa kan, te ko şkeste yot zegan bu kazu zergen nin zeste nogle. Yula tagdo en gürpa tayan yüz zeste nogle. Nasa çoğu zegan dag zegan bu koçik yulçik zinna, te yul koran tago stakpain pasang stakpainna koran tene chidichen koran zinjana zinjet kwe miksoshigi tachik inno tsospo toadna stakpainna tene konna mina ina yulbo koran chipun zinin dukosan zisten okpa yula takto ingurpa inna yulpukuran zinches in okman gapan gurwang maino tene I yulpun zinches poporte yul germajin zinches po mani yoma no molten gale da yutsapik ni juka nangjin la motut payang tsek o jingmojik choste sherab liuguni na tsek keswa molten chnele iskola mampoji mijo since it is not arisen how could it wish to come into existence. So this primal substance that these, some ancient Hindu school of thoughts talk about, they are called the Samkhayas in the Naiyayikas, yeah. So they believe that this primal substance or this soul, this idea of this I, is eternal, permanent. It is not born. It does not cease. So Shantideva was saying, like, if it is not born, right? Since it is not arisen. See, if it's not born, it is not arisen. How could it wish to come into existence? It can't exist. Like a barren woman, a barren woman cannot bear children. So how can if it can't be born, then how can it exist? In the same way, so they're saying like it is unborn. If it's unborn, then it can't exist. Since it engages with objects, it cannot strive to seize either. Again, now this is explained much better in the later chapters of Shantideva's wisdom chapter, right? And yeah, I will just explain it briefly. Basically, what they also believe is that because it is permanent, because it is, it doesn't stop arising. So if it is permanent and if it sees an object, if it perceives an object, right? If it's permanent, then the perception of the object is also permanent. It will not cease. It cannot cease to perceive that object. It cannot change its focus to other objects. Yeah, so this will make more sense if we manage to go through the wisdom chapter of Shantideva's Bodhicharya Avatara. So yeah, not as important at this point. Anyway, yeah, jutene tate song. Oh yeah, tene dasringe di stanza tsikcha tingi shabdun mara sabget bat sapik yang hagu chitse kasponchenle. Yuguni pe moju pe tsik gala yutne ya. Tene ngatan dasai chunjugi tene sherab liwi nang kuwalde mo chusemol de onchenle. Tene mustik bitumta tene nampa kuri nang kuwa tene chera mawan do de pa o sem sampate changme skola tene jiwale de mo chusemol de onchenle. Hawe dasanga ta spejana mikashi zeran pa bagwan zerkan hale bagwan zerkan pe jisten kan po chuste no zekan po tene teskola jiwale se de mo chuse purra te tsosa idea kun samjik chidi chin korang izuk sampa mekanjik mana de dimbe korang maju konji kazo do zekan ba jitni chunjugi sherab liuna ko de mo chus molto ke gale de pian te ka tasay man po jisen de tus man po goro pale sherab liu tsabe kas pon jinele ala mon chman ya jutni ta izuk chin le mata de chos posilin o ya de chos paketena daringi jukan nangjin la skamrojik siltena tenem dolma garmo ale tenem dolma garmo jinga tasilin dolkar tena yampo awchik silin chij gyocham memanambo tikmirale tangi dejash izushi rikstans ba tsama tuznas tunde stundinge rikstans pinele. What I will do is I have this translation and I will upload this translation of the 28th and the 29th stanzas. I will upload them on my Instagram. So those who are interested to know more about the 28th and the 27th and the 29th stanzas, about the Samkhayas and the Naiyayikas, about this primal substance and all, they can read it and it will make more sense, yeah? Oh yeah, tenetai dasam tembo. Tusut patsanki duk. Tene edukustena, YouTube off chustena, on chustena tikmisha. So I'm going to switch off the internet. Hopefully it'll come back and we will do the prayers today. Today we're going to do refuge, then we're going to do white Tara, and then we're going to do prayer of Maitreya, the future Buddha. And then at the end, of course, we will do dedication. Okay, so I'll switch this off and then I'll switch it back on again, yeah? Everybody has to come back. I request everyone to pray together.